Hello everybody and welcome to another ridiculously big update. I have a lot of stuff here and I didn't realize how big it was. I feel like I say that in every video, but this time I mean it. It's kind of absurd, honestly. It's stuff from Christmas and just stuff that I've bought recently. There's a few places going out of business around me that I kind of went crazy at. There's a few Dollar Tree stuff, a few just Goodwill stuff, little bit of everything here, so I'm gonna just get right into it. I think this honestly might be the biggest update I've ever had, so yeah, I don't even know where to start, but I guess I'll just start with some of the random stuff. So first off, I guess to start small, we have a pair of socks. It's Pennywise socks. My mom actually got me these for Christmas, and you know, they're the long socks. I've already worn them, but you know, they go up to like my knee and they're pretty long, and they're from, I think, you know, FYE or Spencer's or something like that. So pretty cool. I told her that I wanted some horror stuff, and like any type of decorations or clothing is always good. So I do like these. They're pretty cute, and I like having not fancy, but you know, interesting socks. So those are pretty cool. And then after that we have this bag. I don't even know. JP got me this, and it's like a Jaws kind of bag, but it's really just like a random shark. You know, when you don't show the eyeballs, it looks more Jaws-like, but when you do show the eyes, it's obviously just like some stupid looking shark, but I really like it. It's very soft. I think he got it at like Dollar General or something, and it's like just very soft material. I'm just using it to put random stuff in my living room, so pretty nifty. You know, I always like a bag. And then after that, speaking of bags, we have this backpack that I really wanted. JP got me this as well, and I use this as a purse. That's kind of like a new thing. Girls tend to use backpacks instead of purses nowadays. It's just easier, especially for me. I always have pain in my shoulder from carrying a purse, so you know, with this it's kind of evened out, and I love it. You know, you could get these, I think, at Hot Topic, and Spencer's has some. Not sure where he got it, but you know, they had been selling a lot of these. I know Loungefly is kind of the big one that sells backpacks. This is not one of their brand. I thought it was, but I think it's like Hot Topic or Spencer's like own brand or something like that. But very nice material, and they started selling horror ones. They would always sell like Disney ones and stuff like that, but finally horror ones came out around Halloween time. You had like Jason like this, and then there was a Child's Play one I really liked, and a Halloween one, and so pretty cool. I'm very happy to have this, and again, like I said, I use it as a purse. I already have it filled up, and just super convenient, and a lot of people have complimented it. They think it's pretty cool, so very happy to have this, so thank you to JP. Then after that, we have a hat, a Friday the 13th Jason hat here. Didn't even wear this yet because it is all white, you know. I don't want to completely ruin it already, but you know, it's pretty cool. And JP, I think, said he got this at Walmart, actually. I'm surprised I didn't see it there, because I do look at Walmart for, like, sometimes they do have cool hats. I know they had a Pennywise one for quite a while, and they have, you know, different shirts and stuff like that. But I didn't see this there. This is pretty cool. He probably got this around Halloween time, I would assume. But, yeah, I really dig it. Again, like I said, since it is white, I probably won't wear it too much. More so just have it on display or for video purposes. But I mean, I think it's awesome. It's very cool how it's just like the regular mask and stuff like that. So, yeah, again, just keep this on for a second. And then moving on, we have another Jason hat that Derek actually got me. I had this on my wish list. I just thought it was nifty. I've become quite a hat wearer nowadays because I just can't stand my hair. So I like to have different hats to kind of change out of. I now have 3 Friday the 13th hats, and Halloween hat, and that Pennywise beanie that I have, so quite the hat collection I have. But this one's cool too. I have worn this one, and it fits pretty nicely, and you know, cool, just like the random masks and stuff like that. Very basic, but I dig it. So thank you to Derek for that. Just put these here for now. And then I guess I'll get into some shirts. First up, we have this Halloween 4 shirt from Cavity Colors. JP got me this, and I think this is super dope. I never got anything from Cavity Colors or what is it, Fright Rags. Never really ordered it from their sites just because, I don't know, I usually just buy horror shirts in Spencer's or Hot Topic or FYE, stuff like that. But I've always saw the designs they have, and they are super cool. You know, they're very artsy, different sort of artwork that you wouldn't really see in stores. So I'm very pleased to have this. I am a big fan of the Halloween movies, so that is very, very cool. So again, thank you to JP for that. And then after that, he got me the Part 6 one as well. This is actually my favorite out of the ones he got me. I just love the colors, and Part 6 is honestly one of my favorite Halloween movies. Some people are hit or miss on it, but I really like it. And I just, like I said, I love the orange colors and the art design on this one the most. So probably my favorite for sure. So that is super cool. I've already worn these like a million times. So that is that one. And then might as well show this one too. Is did these out of order, but Halloween 5 as well. You know, Halloween 5, it's hard to really see, but is not the best Halloween ever. When I was a kid, I have a lot of nostalgia for it because I used to watch Part 4, 5, and 6 probably the most when I was a kid, but it's definitely not a great movie, but I still do dig this artwork. I really love the color blue, so yeah, pretty cool. You know, even if it's a bad movie, you can make it look awesome on a shirt, so I'm really happy to have these. Again, you know, I just don't really order shirts online. I'm always kind of browsing them, but it was cool to get them as a gift since it's not really something that I would get for myself. And then after that, we have yet another Halloween shirt that my mom actually got me. I think she got this at like Spencer's probably or Hot Topic. You know, I keep saying those are sort of like the two main ones that sell shirts, but I think this is pretty cool. You got like the house up top, and of course it's all just the first Halloween, so I really dig it. Awesome shirt. I have worn this one a few times as well so far, so yeah, my shirt collection's getting pretty out of control. I do want to do another big shirt collection video because I did one long time ago at this point. Not really a long time ago, probably like a year ago or so, and it's grown ridiculously since then, so I want to do another, you know, big one. But to move along, we have another shirt, and that is this Nightmare on Elm Street shirt. I'm not the biggest fan of Nightmare on Elm Street, but I think this is a pretty cool shirt. I do like the movie, I'm just not a mega fan like some people were, but and I think JP said he got this at Walmart as well. This was another gift that he gave me, and I thought it was a pretty cool shirt to find at Walmart. You know, it's not like super duper generic like some other, that's the thing with Walmart clothes, you know, you're not going to find anything super cool like the Halloween shirts and stuff like that, but I think this is pretty cool, and again, I'm surprised that I didn't happen to see it at Walmart. He's kind of lucky with that because I would probably have bought it just because I pick up any horror related thing there. I say I'm not a Nightmare on Elm Street fan as I'm wearing a Freddy shirt too, but yeah, so this is pretty nifty. And then after that, the last shirt here we have is this super cool Bride of Frankenstein shirt. It says "Till Death Do Us Part." I actually still have the tag on it because I have not worn it yet. Figured it would be a good one to wear around Valentine's Day, so I was kind of just saving it for that because, you know, it's a heart and, you know, lovey-dovey stuff, so. But this is super cool. I love the color design of it, and I am a Frankenstein fan. I do enjoy that one, and I actually like Bride of Frankenstein a little bit more, I think, so really cool. Again, just waiting for Valentine's Day to debut the shirts, and yeah, super cool. Put that there, and then guess I'll show this real quick. This is just probably gonna be hard to show, but little charm bracelets. I always see ads for these on Facebook. I don't know if you guys, like I said, it's a little bit difficult to really show because they're all over the place, but it's the horror villains. You know, you got Chucky, Freddy, Jason, Ghostface, Pennywise, Michael, I think that's all of them. And then you have like a chainsaw and knife, Freddy's glove, an axe, and stuff like that. So this is nice. My friend Kaylee actually got me this. This is another thing, like I always would see ads for it, and then I just thought like, oh, that's cool, but I would never order it for myself, because honestly I don't wear jewelry too much. That's not really, it just gets on my nerves, but I think this is awesome, and it is something that I wanted, so really cool. It's not like it's not like cheap or chintzy. That's another thing with ordering jewelry online, is you never know what you're gonna get, but it's actually a pretty thick chain, and the characters look pretty decent, so really cool. I more so, again, keep this for like display decoration purposes, but I will wear it every once in a while, so, you know, thank you to her, because she knows I like horror movies. She's not like the biggest horror fan, but she knows it's really my thing, so I was really surprised and pleased with this. And then after that, just this random little thing here is little Michael Myers head, and it has, it's supposed to be Halloween 2, I guess. Just a random little thing JP gave me, and it does have like these candies, which I've already almost eaten all of, but they're little, it's really hard to see that, but they're little knives, little stabby knives, and they're like, they taste like sweet tarts basically, just orange sweet tarts, so pretty just cool thing to have. Obviously I'm gonna keep this as decoration display purposes after I finish the candy, but I think that's pretty nifty. I don't think JP remembered where he got this, but probably again around Halloween time when they had special stuff out, so was happy with this, and the candy is yummy. I enjoy sweet tart type candy, so happy with that. And then I'll show a few Funko Pops that I got. I got this Church and Gage Pet Cemetery one from my Secret Santa. I did a Secret Santa Friendmas thing with a few friends this year, and this is what they got me. I was really pleased with this. Super cool, you know, just Gage and the cats, Church, and you know, I've said before, I used to kind of talk crap on these and say like they're not really that good of collectibles because they don't look unique, but I don't know, recently just seeing the horror ones and seeing how they look on a shelf, it made me start wanting them. So not really anything I would buy on my own, but around Christmas or my birthday, it's something that I would request just to kind of build a collection of them, and it's worked so far. I'm up to 5 now, so that's this one, Church, Gage, dope. And then let's see, after that we have one that I'm pretty happy with, and that is Jack Torrance from The Shining, of course my favorite horror movie of all time, and it says Red Rum on the box. You know, just super cool. I believe Derek is the one who got me this one, so thank you to Derek. This probably my favorite one at this point. It's just really cool. You know, he's holding the axe and everything, and he looks crazy as he does, so really dig that one. And then I also got this Hannibal Lecter one. I think Derek got me this one as well, and I like it because it is unique. Obviously he's in like the straight jacket and everything and has the mask on, so I think it's pretty cool and looks nifty displayed on my little dresser that I have it on because I don't really have a shelf right now, but yeah, so pretty cool stuff with that. And then I lastly have this Jason Voorhees one. I know there's multiple Jason Voorhees ones out there. This is the one that I thought was the coolest, and I would like to collect the other ones as well, but Austin got me this one, so thank you to Mr. Austin for this, because, you know, I obviously love Friday the 13th, as you can tell by the other stuff that I have in this update, and I was super happy with this, so thank you to Austin, Derek, and JP for the gifts so far. Like I said, this update's huge because a lot of it is Christmas presents and whatnot, but yeah, that's, I think that's, is that it? Yeah, that's it for the random stuff that I have, and now I guess I'll get into the actual movies. First up, I'll just go through a few VHS tapes I picked up that were actually supposed to be in like a little horror hunting video that completely failed because, I don't know, the first clip of the video went missing or I didn't click record right or something, but that's gone, and it wasn't that good of a video, so I'm not really crying myself to sleep that I didn't upload it, but the first thing I got was this Ed Gein movie just based off of his life. I've never seen this before, but I do enjoy these, movies that are based off of serial killers and whatnot. And this guy, I think someone based on the real life of the infamous cannibal serial killer who was the inspiration for Norman Bates and Leatherface. I think the guy who sold this just kind of put that little sticker on there, I guess, so you know. But it was $5, a little pricey, honestly, for a VHS tape, for me personally, because I'm not one of the hardcore collectors who will spend big money on tapes. I just like them for the art and the nostalgia and stuff like that. But I don't know, the guy was selling a bunch of them and I wanted to pick a few up. I just couldn't help myself, so went ahead and grabbed this. Haven't watched it yet, but hopefully it's good. I think I've heard it's decent, so pretty cool. Then after that, we have Poltergeist 2, The Other Side. This is from the same guy at the thrift store thing. Again, this one was $5 here. I've never seen part 2. I've only seen part 1 and the remake of Poltergeist. Not a huge fan of the movie, to be honest. It's a great film, but it's just not one that I run back to all the time, and that's just it. Like, it's a good movie, just not something that I'm crazy about or really have a lot of nostalgia for, but I've always been curious on the sequels, because I'm pretty sure I've heard that they're decent as well, so, just a cool one to grab on tape. And then, what am I doing here? Here we go. Then we have Predator, Schwarzenegger, Predator. Picked this up at a thrift store that's just up the road from me. It's like a, food bank, city mission type place. And they have a lot of tapes, but again, they don't have a ton of horror, and it's unfortunate. They actually had a lot of tapes that were actually taped off the TV and said, like, Scanners 2, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and stuff like that I thought was kind of cool, and I almost bought for nostalgia purposes. But anyway, this was one of the ones I found, and they sell them, literally you can buy 3 for $1, so anytime I do go there, I try to get everything in sets of 3, and Predator, it's a good movie. I've only seen it once, but I remember thinking it was good. Not really something that I'm crazy about, as I'm sure you guys know, but still a good film, so I was happy to pick that one up. Then after that, Species 2 here. I also bought this at that thrift store, and pretty much just bought it because it was horror, to be honest. I've never seen the first one, and I don't really know if I would like these movies or not, but it was in good condition. I like the cover, and I just like the red of the cover, not necessarily the cover art, but again, 3 for $1. I had to at least make it an even 3, and then or an odd 3, if you will. Then lastly, from that thrift store, I got Hollow Man, a movie that I do enjoy. I don't own it. I just watched it for the first time last year whenever The Invisible Man came out, just for comparison sakes, and I enjoy this movie. I thought it was pretty solid. I thought I wouldn't like it, but I actually really dug it. It's got a lot of it's very dark in nature compared to what I thought it would be, so yeah, happy to have this one for sure. And that is it for the VHS. Like I said, not that many. Haven't really been finding too many lately, but I'm going to get into the Blu-rays now. The DVDs is really like the monster of the stuff I have, but got a decent amount of Blu-rays too. Here's one that I just picked up yesterday, and that is Wrong Turn 3. I've been watching the Wrong Turn movies again because next week, a new Wrong Turn comes out. I think it's like a reboot, remake type of thing, but I had never seen part 6, 3, or 4, so I wanted to give them a watch and also rewatch, 5 and 2, and I just watched the first one last year, but I did not own part 3, and I had to pick it up and found it on Blu-ray at a CD warehouse, so was happy with that. $5.99, whatever. Not that good of a movie. It's definitely, you feel the step down when you watch part 1 and 2. This one is a big step down as far as effects go. They're very laughable. Some of the acting's a little off, and to be honest, my biggest problem with it was the story felt more like a a Prison Break type story with just 3 Finger kind of lumped in there. It didn't really feel as much like a Wrong Turn story as I would want it to, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I've seen people trash this one a little bit more than it really deserves, and I don't think it's that bad. So, Wrong Turn 3. Then I picked up Deep Blue Sea 2 at a family video, the last family video around me. Unfortunately, those are all going out of business, and JP and I went yesterday, and honestly, like, there wasn't too much left, and the stuff that was left, a lot of it was very badly sun damaged on the covers from, you know, being in the windows on display, obviously, for so long. So didn't really find much there, and I only grabbed this because I bought another movie too, and it was like, you know, buy any two for $8, so I was like, I gotta at least grab one more. And I know this movie's not that good. I've never seen it before. The first one's okay, but I've heard this is kind of trash. But JP and I do a Shark Week now on his and hers movie podcast, so figured I could have this in store for whenever we do that again in the summertime. Then after that, I got Parents on Vestron with the slipcover. This is number 7 of the Vestron movies. I had been wanting this one for a while. I own this on VHS. It's very poor quality, but I felt like I really dug the movie when I was watching it, so I was like, that's when I definitely want to upgrade on Blu-ray. And I got this at a place called Ides, I think that's how you pronounce it, in the middle of Pittsburgh. Me, Austin, and Andrew Schwarrier went there, and it was a pretty cool place. It had like a lot of comic books, music, like CDs, albums and stuff like that, and of course movies, both used and new. I got this in the used section for $17.50. You know, so not the like best deal, but like still a pretty good deal for something like this, especially since it does have the slip and it's pretty much like new. So was very happy with this. I do enjoy this film quite a bit. Then after that, we have Digging Up the Marrow. Derek actually sent this to me for Christmas as well, and it is signed by Adam Green, so I thought that was very cool of him. Thank you to Derek for that. I've never seen Digging Up the Marrow. I still haven't watched it at the time of me recording this, but I've always been curious on it. I hear it's pretty good, so I think it's like the only Adam Green film I really haven't seen, so that's kind of why I wanted it for the collection. So, again, it's signed by Adam Green, and that is cool. I'm looking forward to watching this one, so thank you again to Derek for that. Then after that, I have Pumpkinhead, the Scream Factory of Pumpkinhead. I had been wanting this for a while. Good movie. I didn't really grow up watching Pumpkinhead like a lot of people, but I do think it's solid, so I was happy to have this. I think Derek got me this one as well, so again, thank you to him. Haven't opened it yet, haven't watched it yet. I think it's kind of a good one to watch around Halloween time, but, you know, I might watch it sooner than that because I do enjoy this film quite a bit. Then we have King of Horror, a Stephen King collection that has the original It, Cat's Eye, The Shining, and Salem's Lot on it. JP got me this. I did own all 4 of these movies, to be honest, but I did not have It or Salem's Lot on Blu-ray, so you know, I pretty much, this is an upgrade from those, and just a cool little collection. I did end up giving Cat's Eye to Austin, and then The Shining, you know, I have that on Steelbook. I'm not going to give that away, you know, I'm going to get rid of Salem's Lot and It too on DVD, because there's not really a purpose to have them anymore, but cool to have this little upgrade, and they're all good movies, so I am pretty happy with this. Then after that, we have Cabin in the Woods. This is one that JP also got me, but unfortunately I did own it already. I think I gave that copy to Austin, and yeah, I didn't even open this yet, but because coincidentally my friend had me over for a movie night and we ended up watching this film, so I just kind of threw this one on the shelf without even opening it. Honestly, not a huge fan of this. I think the concept is pretty cool and unique what they were doing with it, but for some reason I just can't get into it. Like I've only watched it twice, and both times I've kind of like fallen out like halfway through. I don't know what it is. It's just not really my cup of tea, and it feels like it would be, but it's kind of weird. But you know, still happy to have it for the collection. Then we have Beetlejuice, of course, Michael Keaton in Beetlejuice. JP gave me this one as well, and just saw this for the first time actually this past year at the drive-in when they were doing like all those throwback movies at the drive-in. It became kind of a trend since there was nothing new coming out, and I really enjoyed it. I'd never seen it before. I didn't grow up with it, and I didn't think I would like it that much, but I thought it was super cool, very original plot, very cool visuals and stuff like that. It's got funny moments, it's got some creepy moments, so fun film overall. I'm happy to have this on Blu-ray. Then we have House of Wax. This is one that I surprisingly did not own. I've always enjoyed this movie. You know, it's a pretty solid film, honestly, from 2005, because of course I'm collecting '05 movies. JP gave me this as well, and he said he found it at Big Lots, so pretty happy with that. It's not ripped. I started opening it last night because I was thinking of watching it, but then I went with something else. I went with Wrong Turn 3, actually, but yeah, this is a good movie. I'm curious to rewatch this one. Then after that, we have Little Monsters, another Vestron title. It's number 19 of the Vestron series, collection, special editions, whatever you want to say, and I've never seen this movie. It's got, what's his name, Fred Savage in it, and I hear it's pretty good. I think it's one of those ones that you would maybe have to have nostalgia for, but I am curious if I'll like this or not, because I just have a bad feeling that I'm not going to be as into it as other people, but we will see. We will have to see on that. Then I have Slumber Party Massacre. This is one that Austin got me for Christmas. Scream Factory edition, of course, of it. And pretty fun slasher movie. It's very short, only 77 minutes from 1982. And it's pretty much the epitome of a slasher film. It's a fun time. I just rewatched it recently and had a good time with it. And I'll be watching it again here soon for another podcast. So I'll be able to kind of talk about it and express my opinions on it. But it's a fun one for sure. And like I said, it's very short, so it goes by very fast. And then lastly, for the Blu-rays, we have the grand finale here of Blu-rays, and that is the Friday the 13th box set. Yes, JP actually surprised me with this for Christmas. I had no idea he was going to get this for me. I kind of joked about it. We kind of joked like all year. I was like, man, I don't have that, and I'm not gonna buy it. And then like I was like, you should get it for me, and it was you know, he was like, I didn't get you that, and I got you something else. And so I honestly didn't think he was gonna get it for me. I didn't expect him to at all, because this thing was like $200. So I was really shocked when I opened the box. He actually filmed my reaction, and I screamed and clapped and danced a little bit, but I'm very happy to have it. Obviously, I still haven't opened it yet because I'm weird about, kind of like people don't want to watch Halloween on non-Halloween. I'm weird about watching Friday the 13th movies on not Friday the 13th. Even though it's not really a holiday, it's literally just a day of the week. But I don't know. I've been wanting to really crack into it and watch them though, so I might have to do that before the next Friday the 13th, because unfortunately, I don't think we have one for quite a while now, but super happy to have this. He did give me the replacement discs as well, which are in the other room. So yeah, again, big thank you to JP. This was like the best Christmas ever, between this and the other stuff he got me and the stuff Austin and Derek and my mom, everyone got me. It's like, wow, I had a pretty good Christmas this year. I cannot complain. So very happy with that. And that is it for the Blu-ray. Now I have to tackle this giant stack of DVDs. Let's see here. Bend over and pull them forward. Yeah, it's a tower here, but I'll just get right into it. First up, we have Dark Water. Picked this up because it's '05 and watched it. Didn't really care for it too much. Of course, it's a remake of the 2002 Asian film Dark Water, and just the Americanized remake. It's very soulless, very kind of bland. I do think Jennifer Connelly's good in it, and what's that dude's name? I always forget. John C. Reilly, I think, is pretty good too, as like the sort of overly friendly landlord guy. So the performances are good. I just didn't really care for it too much. I think it just lost all its creepiness and the factors that the original have that makes it so good. You know, not to compare it to the Asian version, but it's like, It's kind of like with all these Americanized remakes of foreign films. You just cannot help but compare them because they're usually very paint by number, very much the same exact movie, but in English and with American actors. So it's hard not to compare them, but it's honestly not that good. I watched this when I was young too and didn't really think it was that good then without even seeing the original. So there you go. I think it's rather boring. Then after that we have Wrong Turn 6. Yeah, like I said, I was trying to pick up the Wrong Turn movies and watch the ones I hadn't seen, and Part 6, Last Resort, not that good either, honestly. This one is a little bit weird. It's about this guy who inherits like this big fancy schmancy hotel in the middle of nowhere, and it turns out like he's kind of related to the, you know, mutant people, I don't even know what to call them, hillbilly hick inbred people from the Wrong Turn films, and yeah, I really didn't care for this too much. It had its moments. It definitely had its moments. Towards the end, there's a few parts that I enjoyed, but I hated the concept of taking them to this house, and it takes away the scare of the backwoods nature of the films, and the acting in this was rather atrocious from especially the main character. So definitely, I would say the weakest of the Wrong Turn films. Then after that, I have Wrong Turn 4. Wrong Turn 4, Bloody Beginnings. This is a prequel, of course, to Wrong Turn. And this is pretty cool because it takes place in the snow, you know, during the winter. And they're at this abandoned sanatorium, whatever. And that's where they happen upon the hillbilly cannibals. And it was pretty good. It had some good gore. I enjoyed the characters. I didn't think the acting was too bad. And the setting was just unique. You know, it was something different than just regular summertime stuff. I enjoyed the fact that they did something new with this one. So I thoroughly enjoyed this. This is actually probably my second favorite Wrong Turn film at this point. Then after that we have this 4-movie collection, Demons. It's got Devil, it's got Long Time, I can actually get rid of my copy of Devil, I didn't realize that, but it's got Long Time Dead, House of Voices, and Whisper. One of these, JP gave me this too, and I think, yeah, it's House of Voices is an 05 movie, so another one for the 05 collection. Not really sure how that is. Don't really know anything about any of these besides Devil, which I do think Devil was a good movie, so hoping that they're all good, but you never know with these little 4-pack collections. Sometimes they're all trash, sometimes they're all good, so we'll have to see on that. Very curious on these other films. Then we have another 4 little horror film collection here. Again, I bought this for Mortuary, which is an 05 movie. It's also got Wages of Sin, Memory, and Bloody Mary. Again, I don't know anything about those. Kind of regret buying this, honestly, because I keep finding Mortuary, like, just by itself at other stores, and the condition of it, like, wasn't that good. Oh, there it is. The disc, like, fell out because, of course, for some reason, people always break this middle part here. I got this at Goodwill, so hopefully it works. If not, I guess, you know, I wasted, I don't know, not that much money, like $1, so boo-hoo. But, yeah. We'll see. Again, I don't know anything about the other movies on here, but we'll have to see how that is. Then we have another 05 movie called The Cave. I've never seen this one either, but and honestly, I don't know if it's good or not. I think I've definitely probably heard it's decent before, but not really sure about it. So yeah, that's another 05 movie I picked up yesterday, only $3.99, so not too bad. Then we have Flight Plan, another 05 movie, more of a psychological thriller. I've never seen it before, but I just think it's interesting, especially you have Red Eye that came out the same year, and they're both like plain thriller films. So I think the trailer for this actually played, because I watched Red Eye recently, and I think the trailer for this actually played on that disc, and that made me curious to check this out, because I'd always seen this one around, but you know, didn't really know much about it. So Jodie Foster, I do like her, so hopefully it's good. Again, $3.99, not too much money. Then we have Larva, another 05 movie. I don't know anything about this at all. JP said he started to watch it and it wasn't too bad, so, because he does own it, but picked it up just because it's, you know, reason to collect the 05 films, and looks kind of gross, honestly. I feel like I'm going to be disgusted by this film just based on the cover and the title, and yeah, so we'll have to see about that. Then after that we have Cursed. I think this is what Wes Craven did this movie, I think. Yeah, it's a Wes Craven film, Cursed. I don't know if this is good or not, honestly. I've never seen it before. It's got Christina Ricci in it, Joshua Jackson, so we'll have to see. I don't really like Christina Ricci, to be honest, but we will have to see on this. Says it's a breathtaking supernatural thriller, so yeah, I'm not sure what other people say about this movie. I feel like it might be a little, it kind of looks like it will be a little generic, but again, I don't know until I watch it. Then we have another 05 movie, and that is the Fog remake. Yeah, this film was atrocious. I almost wish I did. I was really debating on buying it. I got it at Goodwill as well, and I knew it wasn't good. I saw it as a kid, barely remembered it. There's like a few moments I even remember watching it now, and all I really remembered from it was the kid saying all his babysitter does is eat ding-dongs and watch Jeopardy, and the very bad CG fog creatures, but that was pretty much it. I watched it the other night, and it was like incredibly bad. I mean, I fell asleep watching it, and then I almost fell asleep again the next day watching it, and I was like, I need to just finish this and get through it, because I can't turn off movies. I'm just one of those people. But yeah, this is not a good film at all. It's horrible as a remake. The characters just feel like they don't want to be there. I mean, Selma Blair especially, she's like horrible as the you know, Adrienne Barbeau character, but very, very bad film. I see why people are not exaggerating when they say it's horrible. Then we have The Eye 3. I picked this one up yesterday as well. This is another 05 movie. I watched it last night and didn't really care for it. I love the first Eye. I've never seen part 2, to be honest, but I think these are all made by the same guys, the Pang brothers, and the problem with this is it's like a straight up comedy, like horror comedy, and that did not work for me too much. It was just, their comedy was very goofy. There was like literally like fart and comedy and like gross out stuff like that, and I just didn't really, to me it just feels immature and kind of cringe. It doesn't come off as that funny. There were a few creepy moments like with ghosts and whatnot, but even then I feel like they kind of did a little overkill to the point where it wasn't that scary, so I didn't care for this too much. I didn't think it was a bad movie, it just really wasn't for me. Then we have His Name Was Jason on DVD. My mom got me this for Christmas, and I just wanted it to complete my Friday the 13th collection, really. You know, I do have Crystal Lake Memories, and once you watch Crystal Lake Memories, this is kind of obsolete, but I still just wanted to complete it. I popped it on one night when I didn't feel like watching anything else, and everything that you see in Crystal Lake Memories is in this. I had seen this before that on TV. Tom Savini hosts this, which is pretty cool, but you know, it's nothing new and exciting. Once you see it, you see it, but still a cool little thing just to pop on if you don't feel like watching anything else or you need some background noise, so definitely not a bad thing, but they obviously updated it with the Crystal Lake Memories. Then we have Halloween 25 Years of Terror. I had always been curious on this. I asked my mom for this as well, and I enjoyed it, honestly. You know, it came out in 2006, so it is outdated at this point. A lot of the interview things they have are from like conventions and whatnot, and a lot of the they have a lot of clips of like fanboys of the series that are super cringeworthy and over the top, and makes me see why people give Halloween fans a bad name. But other than that, I still enjoyed it because I'd never seen, they need to make like an actual good solid documentary on Halloween like they did for Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th, because I would enjoy seeing that. And you know, with the more movies coming out, and at this point, you know, you have the 2 remakes and Halloween and Halloween Kills, so it would be cool to see a bigger gathering and a real solid effort. But I still enjoyed this though. I gave it like an 8 out of 10. Then we have Badass Cinema. This is a look at blaxploitation films. JP gave me this too. I'm curious to watch this. I do like these documentaries because they kind of show me movies that I probably would never have heard of before otherwise, and give me ideas of stuff I want to watch. Sort of like I also got the Ozploitation one, the Wild Untold Stories one, I think it's called, something like that. But that one's pretty cool too, and that's where I found Patrick and learned about some other films like Next of Kin and whatnot. Or maybe that, I also have the Electric Boogaloo one, so I get them kind of mixed up. But anyway, I do enjoy random documentaries. I had never heard of this before, of course. You know, you got stuff from like Pam Grier, Quentin Tarantino. He's got to be in like everything. Fred Williamson. So I'm very curious to check this one out sooner than later. Then we have The Jungle. Don't really know about this one too much. JP gave me this as well, and there was a thing with this. I forget what he said. He said something about this, but I don't remember, so I'm just gonna say, but there's something about it. It says a new predator is on the hunt, and oh, okay, it's from the director of The Reef and Blackwater. That's what I thought it had to do with the director, and those are, well, The Reef is a good movie. I haven't seen Blackwater, but I really enjoyed The Reef, so I am curious to see if this one is on that level. I don't know, though. It's obviously more of like a monster type film, but we'll see about that. I'm not sure if I'll like that one or not. Then after that, we have We All Scream for Ice Cream, Masters of Horror Season 2. Derek got me this, and it's one of the ones I did not have from the Masters of Horror, because I collect them all on their, you know, single release, as opposed to, you know, the big, I know they released them all like on one DVD, but I'd already started collecting them at that time, so trying to pick them all up. I might actually, I don't think I have them all. I feel like I'm still missing one or two, but I'm definitely getting there at this point. I gotta go through and see which ones I have and don't have, that way I don't accidentally buy another one that I already have. But yeah, We All Scream for Ice Cream. I've not seen this one yet, and this one seems like one that I'll enjoy, so I am excited to check it out. Only runs 57 minutes. Then we have Valerie on the Stairs, another one from the second season there. This one runs an hour. Not sure if this one's good or not. I know 22 Shots did this on their podcast, but I don't remember. I can't really remember. I'm bad with memories of what people say on podcasts and their opinions and stuff, so I don't recall if this one's that good or not, but we shall see. Then we have Bloody Birthday, some random slasher film. JP says it's pretty cool, from 1981, so I'll probably like it. I like slasher movies, and I like slasher movies. They're like comfort food, so I am excited to watch that one. Then we have Don't Look Now. This is one that I always saw on 100 Scariest Movie Moments. I know it's more of like a thriller type film, but I've always been curious on it. It always seemed like a really good movie. I know it is a good movie, but I've always wanted to see if I would like it or not. It is older, I think from like 73, somewhere around that. Yeah, 1973, Donald Sutherland, so very curious. I'm very happy to have this. I found this at that Ides place as well, and it was like $5, so pretty cool. Happy to have it. Then we have House on the Edge of the Park. I was really happy to find this one. I just love that cover art, and I've always wanted to check this out. Of course, David Hess is in it, and I think it's Italian, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and it's pretty much a lot like Last House on the Left. I know David Hess is pretty much playing like the same type of character in it, so I'm very excited to finally get to check this one out. This was like $10, but whatever. I was, yeah, Ruggero Deodato did this, so it is Italian. Very excited to watch this. Then we have Krampus, the Christmas Devil. One of the bad Krampus movies to come out after, you know, the big Krampus craze with, you know, the big theatrical one from 2015. Actually, this is 2014, so this might actually have predated that, but yeah, it probably sucks, and Christmas is past, so I don't really want to watch it anytime soon. I didn't have time around Christmas to check it out, but I am curious on it. Hopefully it's at least fun. Take a sip of my water. This is also a cup that JP got me, so it's just a random horror cup. I just spilled water all over myself, but pretty cool. I'm going to start taking this to work. It does lights up as well, which you can't really see, but yeah, you can kind of see it. But anyway, move along. Next we have Disturbia. funny thing with this is I went over to my aunt's the other day and she was like, Carly, did I ever get you Disturbia back? And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, oh, here, I borrowed this from you. And she borrowed it from me literally in probably 2015 or 2016 probably, when I first moved out of my mom's house. And I completely forgot about it. I assumed I left this with my mother because I know she loves the movie. But yeah, she borrowed it and just now gave it back, like 6 or 7 years later. So, wait. 4 years later, I'm bad at math. 5 years later, oh my god. But yeah, Disturbia, it's a good movie, and I'm happy to finally have it back, because I didn't know it was wrongfully borrowed from me for too long. So, you know, thank you to my aunt for returning it. It's kind of funny that she even thought about it. Then after that, we have The Broken, one of the 8 films to die for, After Dark Horror Fest movies. Never seen this. Picked this up because, unfortunately, Cash and Culture, a store that I loved, is completely out of business now. It did go out of business. We tried to go yesterday, and it was already done for, completely closed down. They must have sold everything. So, very sad, but they were selling their DVDs literally for $1 a piece. They were down to like the Nitty Gritty a few weeks ago when I went. So picked this up. You know, they had a bunch of these 8 films to die for, so I figured like, why not? I guess I'll just start a collection right now since they're $1. So curious, definitely curious on these. I don't know. I know some of them are good and some of them aren't. So we'll have to see about that. Then we have The Tripper, another one I picked up at Cash and Culture. JP just told me to get this. He said it's kind of a fun slasher film, David Arquette film, so that's definitely interesting. Looks like something I'll probably like. Looks like it could be a little bit campy, so I think I'll enjoy this. Then we have The Forgotten. I found out about this movie last year when I did the summer series on the podcast Under the Stairs, and this is pretty good movie starring Julianne Moore, who I usually don't care for, but I thought she was solid in it. It feels like a thriller, and then it has like a very like turning point where it feels very horror halfway through. So again, picked it up in Cash and Culture because I did enjoy the film. 2004 movie. Then we have It Comes at Night. This is one that I saw when it came out in the theater, and me and JP were both blown away in 2017 when this came out. Saw it in a double feature with The Mummy, so after seeing The Mummy, this was like a masterpiece. We both gave it a 10 out of 10. Haven't seen it since, so, you know, hopefully my opinion still stands. Figured I would grab it for $1. Why not? So definitely curious if I would still feel the same way. Then we have Siren. This, of course, is the long feature film of the VHS short and the movie VHS. What is that? It's not called, no, it's not called Siren. I forget what it's called, or if there even is a name, but I really like that short. I think it's super creepy in that movie, and yeah, so I've heard this is like just okay though. It's like didn't live up to the hype or anything, so I'm a little disappointed with that. It always kind of made me leery on watching it, but again, got it for $1, so figured now is the time to grab it. Then we have another 8 films to die for, Wicked Little Things. This one looks pretty creepy. I think it's like something to do with like children, so you know, it's probably pretty unsettling. The cover is creepy, and yeah, again, 8 films to die for, why not? Hopefully it's good. Then after that we have Dead Birds. I think this is from 2004. We didn't include it on the summer series because I think the way it happens, like the movie actually came out in 2003 or 5 or whatever, and it's like country of origin, so it didn't count. But because I remember I almost watched it because I thought it looked pretty good, and then I realized like that's not an 2004 movie or something. I forget how that happened, but anyway, yeah, I'm curious to see this. I think it sounds rather cool, rather creepy, and I've heard good things, so I'm happy to have this one. Then after that we have The Reeds, another 8 films to die for. Don't know anything about this. I like the covers for these. They're all very like unsettling, creepy, eerie covers, so hopefully the movies live up to the cover art. And then we have Hitchhike, another one I'm very happy to have with David Hess. This is another one, you know, where he's kind of playing a scumbag character, and I've always wanted to check this out. Again, I found it at that Ides place and was super happy with this purchase. $5.95, not too bad. Very, very excited to watch this one. I've heard it's really good. Then we have Grave Encounters 2. I've never seen this or the first one, to be honest, but they had this at CD Warehouse. Would have grabbed the first one, but they didn't have it. I think the first one, I think JP said that one's actually out of print, so, you know, that probably explains why they didn't have it, but I've heard these are really creepy. They look like generic shit, but I've heard like a lot of people, everyone has said that they're actually really effective and good, so I am excited for this, because I do like found footage, ghostly films like this. Then after that we have Ju-On. I've never seen Ju-On. I've only seen, you know, the Americanized Grudge and like Sadako versus Kayako, and that's pretty much it. I know JP is not a fan of Ju-On at all, so I'm curious if I'll like it, because I think I do like these like Japanese ghost stories more than him. He honestly doesn't like them too much at all, so I'm curious. He said that he has problems with like some of the makeup effects and whatnot, and it takes away the scare factor, so yeah, I'll have to see about that. I've always wanted to check this out and never could find it on DVD in the stores, so finally found it, $10, whatever. You know, gonna finally watch it, so yeah, hopefully it's good. Then after that we have the other movie that I picked up at that family video, Silent Night, the remake of Silent Night Deadly Night. I love Silent Night Deadly Night. I've never seen this remake. It's the only one out of the franchise I haven't seen, so had to pick it up. I've always been curious on it. Unfortunately, again, it's a Christmas horror film, so I probably won't watch it anytime soon, but yeah, I'm happy to finally have it, because it does complete my Silent Night Deadly Night collection, and hopefully it's good. I've heard it's pretty fun. Then after that we have Ghost Story: The Turn of the Screw. I did a review on this on my It Was Only a Dollar series that I started up, and it's just an okay version of Turn of the Screw. It's nothing special, but nothing horrible either. It's very much just kind of okay. I did give it above average, but for me it's like just, you know, not anything I would run back to anytime soon, but it's not bad. Then we have Recovery, another Dollar Tree movie. Dollar Tree around here hasn't been putting out movies the past few months. I hope that they didn't quit doing that, but yeah, this is one that I'll eventually get to on that It Was Only a Dollar series. Looks like it could be okay, so plot seems kind of interesting. Hopefully it's not horrible. Then after that we have Witchcraft. This was another BBC type movie. Well, I think it's like a mini series actually, maybe, possibly. Yeah, it's like 185 minutes, so I'm pretty sure it's more of like a mini series type of deal. I picked it up because I thought the cover was creepy. I like the slip cover on it, and plot seemed pretty cool, so you know, hopefully it's good. Probably not something I'll watch anytime soon because of how long it is and whatnot, but still seems like it could be pretty good. Then we have Curse of the Phoenix. Looks like a very generic type of film. Very looks low budget just by the back pictures here, but again, another Dollar Tree movie I'll eventually get to. Don't really know anything about it, so we'll have to see how it is, but I don't really have high hopes for it. Then we have I'll Take Your Dead, another Dollar Tree film. This is actually a Scream Factory release, so I think it's actually, I think I've heard it's pretty good, so I'll probably get to this one sooner than later. But yeah, pretty cool when you find like Scream Factory, even if it is just DVD, IFC. Well, this isn't IFC, is it? No, just Scream Factory. But yeah, so hopefully it's good. Like I said, I think I've heard that it's pretty good, so hopefully I will like it. And then lastly, guys, finally, holy crap, this update is literally almost an hour. Feature-length update, everybody. You're welcome. We have Boogeyman, 2005. This movie is horrible. Where'd I get this? I think I got this at like Salvation Army maybe or something like that. Got this when I was trying to do that horror hunting video that didn't come to be. But rewatched it, and it is bad. It's another one I saw as a kid and thought sucked then. And it sucks now, maybe even more. Just not not a good movie, not pretty much nothing to it. So yeah, that'll do it, guys. If you stuck around this long, thank you. I appreciate it. Gonna try, I say this every video too, but this time I mean it because that is such a long haul. Gonna try to keep my, you know, updates to a minimum. Gonna try to stop buying stuff because I kind of went a little bit stupid this time around, not gonna lie. Extra stupid, especially with Christmas and everything, but it just happened to be that like those places were going out of business. And I was like, they're cheap, I can't help myself, and I have to buy every movie in sight. So, but we're going to try to refrain from that and chill out and just actually watch my movies now, hopefully. And the next update will, you know, hopefully not be such a monster. But hope you guys enjoyed anyway. My throat's starting to give out. I know it kind of gave out a few times in the recording, but yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next video. See ya.